this section, I want to talk about the origins of projects. Now, we previously talked about strategy, vision, driving, and how projects should support those. We also spoke about the business case and how the business case is the link between the strategy of the organization and doing the projects actually. But let's have a closer look, or just a quick look at the origins of projects, or why are you doing projects? Now, projects are always investments. If I say investment, it could be a hard investment. It could be you are building a house that you want to sell or rent out. So it's a financial investment that you put out there and that you are going to apply to make money. But it could also be something more, let's call it maybe a bit more operational. It could be something that you put in place so that you get closer to where you want to be in an operational environment. You are manufacturing cupboards maybe. And you are just not doing that quick enough. So you say, let's launch a project and this is the key thing that I want us to take away from this session. We are launching projects to solve problems. We are launching projects to solve problems. So what we are saying is in this, let's say this operational project, is that I've got a vision in my company. I want to build cupboards for a certain area where I live in, and I've got a good market. Everything's going well, but I can't make enough cupboards to get to that. I can't manufacture, I can't cut the boards quick enough. So the pain point, the problem statement over here is the fact that we cannot get quick enough, we cannot get boards out quick enough. So what are we saying? We are saying we've got a problem statement and we want to solve that problem by what? By a project. Now, in this case, remember, a problem can be solved in different ways. And we're going to talk about decision making in projects. We're going to talk about feasibility studies. But let's just quickly talk about solving the problem. And we solve the problem by solutions. And I'm saying the word solutions very carefully because already deliberately, because solutions are, it's better to have a bigger broad band or broad base of solutions for your projects or for your problem than only coming up with one. So what we are saying, let's just take it as an example. I'm building cupboards, I'm manufacturing, I'm cutting my own boards. I can either say, but listen, I don't have enough capacity anymore. Let's subcontract another factory out and say, listen, can you only cut my boards for me? Now, option one. Or I can go and I can say, listen, I'm going to invest another 500,000 Rand or $1,000 or whatever into a new machine which I'm going to brought in. I'm going to incorporate that into my company, and now suddenly I can do more. Or you can say maybe, but listen, my machine is not that bad. I can actually upgrade my machine or work more hours so that I can get the same output of solution. And this is the key thing. This is what we are trying to say. Projects come from problems, from investments that we want to do. We want to get better at what we do. And those projects becomes your solutions, and the solutions we need to now later apply and say, let's do some feasibility studies, let's get some information on this, let's make decisions around this so we can choose which one of these options are the best option to go ahead with in my problem that I have. Okay, so it's very important that projects aren't just random stuff that we do. Projects are there to solve problems. And the problems can be anything from very simple as I want to have a birthday party for my boy or my girl, and the problem is what and how will I do that? Right up to I want to invest $400 billion into a petrochemical plant in Saudi Arabia or somewhere, where you can say, but how can I solve that problem? And later we're going to talk about the feasibility studies, we're going to talk about decision making around projects, and then we're going to say out of that comes the business case. Not the business case, the project brief or the project charter, in which we say, but now we've quantified the project. We know what I want to do. I know how I'm going to solve my problem. This is what I'm going to do. And then we dig into the process or the system of project management, scoping, costing, scheduling, controlling and monitoring, and all of those stuff.